drops on a familiar crackle. The dust is dancing in the candlelight. I'm sitting on the floor where we used to tangle before you packed your bags and left the night. I found this record in a cardboard box, the one we bought that rainy day in June. Now every scratch and pop just feels like clocks ticking till I'm out of love with you. And now I'm watching tears fall on the vinyl, watching them spinning circles on the floor. Every high note feels like a betrayal. Every low note's a ghost knocking at the door. The melody is warped, the rhythm's heavy. I'm crying out the words we used to know. Just a girl's song in a heart unready, watching tears on the vinyl as you go. Used to hum alone against my shoulder. The vibrations felt like they would never end, but the air in here is getting so much colder, and the silence is a wound that will not mend. The bridge is coming up the part you hated, because the singer's voice would always break. Funny how the things we once debated are now the only sounds I cannot shake. And now I'm watching tears fall on the vinyl, watching them spin in circles on the floor. Every high note feels like a betrayal. Every low note's a ghost knocking at the door. The melody is warped, the rhythm's heavy. I'm crying out the words we used to know. Just a girl's song in a heart unready, watching tears on the vinyl as you go. I wanna lift the arm and stop the spinning. I wanna break the glass and stop the time, just beginning, before our love became a rhythmless crime. But I just let it play. Yeah, I just let it play. Keeps turning, a rhythmic clicking in the empty gray. My cheeks are wet and my chest is burning, while the salt and the static wash away. Just salt and static on the vinyl. Needle drops on a familiar crackle. The dust is dancing in the candlelight. I'm sitting on the floor where we used to tangle before you packed your bags and left the night. I found this record in a cardboard box, the one we bought that rainy day in June. Now every scratch and pop just feels like clocks ticking till I'm out of love with you. And now I'm watching tears fall on the vinyl, watching memories spinning circles on the floor. Every high note feels like a betrayal. Every low note's a ghost knocking at the door. The melody is warped, the rhythm's heavy. I'm crying out the words we used to know. Just a girl's song and a heart unready, watching tears on the vinyl as you go. You used to hum along against my shoulder. The vibrations felt like they would never end, but the air in here is getting so much colder, and the silence is a wound that will not mend. The bridge is coming up, the part you hated, because the singer's voice would always break. Funny how the things we want I cannot shake. And now I'm watching tears fall on the vinyl, watching mirrors spinning circles on the floor. Every high note feels like a betrayal. Every low note's a ghost knocking at the door. The melody is woke, the rhythm's heavy. I'm crying out the words we used to know. Just a girl's song and a heart unready, watching tears on the vinyl as you go. I wanna lift the arm and stop the spinning. I wanna break the glass and stop the time. Back to when we were just beginning, before our love became a rhythmless crime. But I just let it play. Yeah, I just let it play. The song is over, but the record keeps turning. A rhythm clicking in the empty grave. My cheeks are wet and my chest is burning, while the salt and static wash away. Just out and static on the vinyl as you go. I still set the table for two out of habit. Then I catch my breath when I see the empty chair. I bought that brand of coffee, you always had to have it. Now the scent is just a phantom in the air. I walk through the hallway, avoiding the shadows, afraid I'll see your coat hanging on the hook. The house is a museum of all our old battles, and the pages of a story that you took. Now I'm living with the ghost of you. He's sitting on the edge of our unmade bed, tracing all the lines of the things we didn't do, whispering the words that we never quite said. I reach out my hand, but I'm touching the wind, falling through the spaces where you should have been. Yeah, I'm haunted by the ghost of you, and I don't think I wanna be exercised just yet. The TV is humming to drown out the quiet, but the silence is a scream I can't ignore. I try to go out, try to start a little riot, but I forgot what I was even fighting for. I see you in the steam on the bathroom mirror. I hear you laugh in the middle of a crowd. Every day you're gone, you only feel nearer. A silver lining wrapped inside a cloud. Now I'm living with the ghost of you. He's sitting on the edge of our unmade bed, tracing all the lines of the things we didn't do, whispering the words that we never quite said. I reach out my hand, but I'm touching the wind, falling through the spaces where you should have been. Yeah, I'm haunted by the ghost of you, and I don't think I wanna be exercised just yet. They say that time is a healer, a friend that eventually the haunting has to end. But I'm keeping the window shut tight just to keep your spirit in the light. your footsteps, a soft, steady fall. But it's just the house settling down in this lonely, hollowed out town. Just the ghost of you. The stars are hanging heavy in the purple dark, like diamonds scattered on a floor of glass. I'm standing in the garden, looking for a spark, watching every shadow as the minutes pass. This is the spot where you swore on the sky that you'd never let the distance pull us thin. Now the moon is just a cold and silver light, reflecting all the places that you've been. You said as long as the tide pulls the sea, you said as long as the light finds the tree. But the moon's still full and you're gone from me. It's just a broken moonlight promise, bleaching out the colors of my heart. I thought the universe was honest before you tore the galaxy apart. Now the glow feels like a cold goodbye, a jagged piece of white up in the sky. I'm shivering under a broken moonlight promise, and I'm too tired to even ask you why. The crickets are required singing out your name, a haunted little tune I can't escape. I'm wrapped inside a sweater, feeling all the shame of believing in a dream with no real shape. You trace the constellations with your thumb, mapped out a future that we'd never reach. Now my fingers and my soul are going numb, washed up like the wreckage on a beach. It's just a broken moonlight promise, bleaching out the colors of my heart. I thought the universe was honest before you tore the galaxies apart. Now the glow feels like a cold goodbye, a jagged piece of white up in the sky. Yeah, I'm shivering under a broken moonlight promise, and I'm too tired to even ask you why. The sun's gonna rise and erase the view, but it won't erase the memory of you. I'd rather have the dark, I'd rather have the black, than a light that promises you're coming back when you're not. No, you're not. The moon is sinking low behind the pines, taking all the forever from the lines. Just a promise, left in the dark, pale and hollow. like a dying spark.
I'm sitting on the edge of a hollowed out room, sifting through the relics of a life we knew. The sunlight is hitting the dust and the gloom, and landing on a picture of a younger you. We were standing by the pier in the heat of July, salt in our hair and the world in our hands. I'm looking at your face and I'm starting to cry, 'cause I don't recognize the girl where she stands. The edges are curling, the colors are pale, like a ship is forgotten, the wind in its sail. I'm holding on to paper, but I'm losing the man, doing everything to save us that I possibly can. But it's just a fading photograph smile, locked in a frame from a long forgotten mile. I keep tracing the curve of your lips with my thumb, waiting for the feeling, but the feeling won't come. You're right here in my hands, but you're miles away, turning into gray at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm losing you softly, one pixel at a time, to a fading photograph smile. The ink is getting thirsty, the light is too bright. I see the way your eyes used to catch the sun. Now when I look at you in the middle of the night, you look like a ghost whose story is done. I try to remember the sound of your laugh, the way that it felt when you called out my name, but it's thinning away like this old autograph, and nothing I do ever feels quite the same. It's just a fading photograph smile, locked in a frame from a long forgotten mile. I keep tracing the curve of your lips with my thumb, waiting for the feeling, but the feeling won't come. You're right here in my hands, but you're miles away, turning into gray at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm losing you softly, one pixel at a time, to a fading photograph smile. Maybe I should put it back in the drawer, stop looking for the things that don't live here anymore. Stop wishing for a version that time already took. Stop reading the ending of a finished book. But I can't let go. No, I can't let go. One more minute in the third right six light before you disappear into the white. Just a smile, turning into a blur. I can't remember who we were, who we were. The station clock is shivering at 2:30. The platform is a desert made of concrete and rain. I'm clutching at the ticket that should have been for you, but the seat beside me's empty and I'm carrying the pain. I check my phone 1,000 times looking for a sign. Don't go all away from me or I was wrong, but the signal's just a flat and lonely little line, and I've been standing in this terminal for way too long. The yellow line is humming underneath my feet. The speakers announce what I don't wanna meet. The iron is screaming, the air's getting cold. The story is finished, the secret's are told. And now I'm taking the last train home, leaving your ghost in the city lights. Finally learning to be alone after 100 sleepless nights. The wheels are turning, grinding on the bone of a love that we couldn't quite own. Watching the skyline turn into stone on the last train home. I see my own reflection in the window pane, looking like a stranger I used to know. Beyond the glass, the world is just a blur of rain as the suburbs flicker by in a hollow show. I remember when this journey felt like coming alive, back when every mile led me straight to your door. Now I'm just a passenger trying to survive the version of us that doesn't live here anymore. And now I'm taking the last train home, leaving your ghost in the city lights. Finally learning to be alone after 100 sleepless nights. The wheels are turning, grinding on the bone of a love that we couldn't quite own. Watching the skyline turn into stone on the last train home. Should I pull the cord? Should I jump the gate? Is it ever too early? Is it always too late? The conductor is calling. Next stop, regret, but I haven't found a way to forgive you just yet. No, I haven't found the way. The ring clicking is the only sound as the brakes begin to drag against the ground. I'm stepping off into the porch like glow, with nowhere left for this heartache to go. Just a girl on the platform in the morning gray, watching the taillights fade away. I found them tucked inside a winter coat I haven't worn, beneath the pocket lining where the silk is slightly torn. 4 years of ink and paper, smelling faintly of your skin. I'm terrified to open them and let the ghost back in. The stamps are from the places where we promised we would go, before the fire flickered out and turned to frozen snow. My name is in your cursive on the front of everyone, a map of a tomorrow that we never got begun. My fingers catch the edges, feeling paper thin and old, like a story that's been finished, like a hand I used to hold. The ink is slightly smudged where I think you might have smiled back when we were certain coffee shop and how the light was gold, and how you couldn't wait for us to finally grow old. I read the part where you said that you never say goodbye, and I wonder if a letter has the heart to tell a lie. I wanna fold them up and light a match and let them burn, to unlearn every lesson that I never wanted to learn. But I'm greedy for the heartbreak, I'm hungry for the ghost. I'm clinging to the pages that I know I hurt the most. And now I'm holding old letters in a quiet, empty room, tracing every I love you like a flower in the gloom. But the words are just a graveyard of the people we became. They're shouting out a secret while they whisper out your name. I'm breathing in the memories until I'm black and blue. Ooh, just holding on letters while I'm losing hold of you. I can almost feel your heartbeat in the fibers of the sheet. I can almost hear your footsteps coming, walking down the street. But it's just the sound of paper, it's just the sound of thin. And I'm realizing always is a place I've never been. I'll put them in the shoebox, I'll tie them with the string. I'll try to forget every beautiful thing. Just paper and ink, just paper and ink. The heat is rising off the asphalt in a shimmering haze. I'm caught inside the golden net of all our always days. I found your faded tan lines in a Polaroid tonight, back when we were golden in the flickering street light. We were drinking stolen cider by the edge of the marina. The world felt so much smaller than, and life felt so much cleaner. You had salt upon your eyelids, and the tide was in your hair. Now I'm reaching for the humidity, but you're no longer there. The ice is melting in my glass, a slow and steady drip, like the way I felt the future slowly starting to slip. The cicadas are ecstatic that I can't quite tune away, singing for a summer that was never meant to stay. It's just a distant summer love echoing through the pines, a ghost of July heat waves written in between the lines. We were burning like a bonfire till the morning turned us gray. Now you're 1,000 miles of coastline and a lifetime away. I'm shivering in the sunshine, missing what we were. Just a distant summer love, blur into a blur. I passed that old boardwalk where we carved our names in wood. I tried to find the forever, but I didn't think I should. The carnival is packing up, the Ferris wheel is still. There's a sudden bite of autumn climbing up the sandy hill. You're a song on a car radio that's fading out of range, a beautiful reminder of the things that had to change. I still see you in the rear view, waving from the shore, but the road just keeps on going till I don't see you no more. It's just a distant summer love echoing through the pines, a doors of my car, I can still feel the sting of how beautiful you are. But the seasons don't wait. No, the seasons don't wait for a heart that's running late. The sun goes down in orange, then it sinks into the blue, leaving me with nothing but the distant thought of you. Catch you in the next life, underneath the warmer sun, before the summer ended, before we were undone.
The kettle's whistling softly in the corner of the room. I let it cry a little longer, just to break the gloom. I haven't turned the big light on since Saturday at 4. I'm learning how to navigate the shadows on the floor. I walk a little lighter so the floorboards doesn't groan. It's funny how the silence has a rhythm of its own. I'm making half a pot of tea and sitting in the dark, waiting for a feeling that's no longer left a mark. I don't scream your name into the wind, I don't let the stay where you have been. I just fold the laundry that you left behind and try to keep the memories from being untimed. I'm just quietly missing you in the middle of the chores I have to do. It's not a thunderclap, it's not a heavy rain, it's just a steady low voltage kind of pain. I'm moving through the day like I'm underwater blue. Just quietly, quietly missing you. I saw your favorite candy at the checkout line today. I reached my hand to grab it, then I looked the other way. You know, and saw the moment that my heart began to sing. God just studied my reflection till I didn't have to think. It's the little things that get me, like the way you lock the door, where you left your shoes right in the middle of the floor. Now the house is perfectly in order, every rug is straight, and I've never hated perfect, but such a heavy weight. I'm just quietly missing you in the middle of the chores I have to do. It's not a thunderclap, it's not a heavy rain, it's just a steady low voltage kind of pain. I'm moving through the day like I'm underwater blue. Just quietly missing you. The tea is getting cold now, the sun is going down. I'll just sit here in the quiet, for the quiet is all I've found. Quietly missing you. The headlights are painting long streaks on the wall. We're standing in the doorway to a afraid to fall. Your keys are in your hand, a heavy silver weight, and every tick of the clock feels like a hand of fate. I'm memorizing the way the light hits your eyes. One last look before the truth swallows the lies. We've said all the words, we've cried all the tears. Now we're down to the seconds after all of the years. Don't move just yet, let the world stay still. Let the air get thick with the things we can't fulfill. The engine is humming, it's calling your name, but for one more heartbeat, let's stay in the frame. Give me a slow, slow goodbye kiss, something for the dark, something I can't miss. Close the distance till there's no room left to breathe. A beautiful mercy before you have to leave. Make it linger like a ghost, make it soft, make it deep. A promise that my lonely heart can try to keep. Just one more moment of knowing it's true, and a slow goodbye kiss from you. Your hands find my waist like they've always belonged in this quiet little space where nothing is wrong. I can taste the salt in the cold night air and the scent of the jacket you always used to wear. It's a bittersweet poison, a gentle goodbye, the hello we had under a different sky. I'm leaning into the break, I'm leaning into the end, losing my lover, losing my friend. Give me a slow, slow goodbye kiss, something for the dark, something I can't miss. Close the distance till there's no room left to breathe. A beautiful mercy before you have to leave. Make it linger like a ghost, make it soft, make it deep. A promise that my lonely heart can try to keep. Just one more moment of knowing it's true, in a slow goodbye kiss from you. If I don't pull away, can we stay in the middle? If I don't let go, can we solve this riddle? But your lips are moving, the air is turning cold, and I'm losing the only thing I ever wanted to hold. There it is, the sound of the latch, a final spark from a dying match, just a taste. On the edge of the night, then you're gone into the light. There it is. Neon signs are bleeding in the puddles at my feet. Blue and yellow blurring on this lonely one-way street. You're standing by your driver's side, the engine's running low, and the steam is rising up between the places we should go. The water's dripping off your hood, a silver steady line. I'm looking for a reason why you're no longer mine, but the sky is opening its heart and pouring on the gray, and there's nothing left for either one of us to say. My mascara's running, matching with the sky. I'm too tired to wonder, I'm too wet to cry. The wipers are a metronome, ticking out the time until our love is nothing but a rhythm and a rhyme.
Didn't even use an umbrella when you walked away. You just let the storm erase the things you couldn't say. I watched your silhouette dissolve into the misty night, until the only thing I saw was the flicker of the light. Now the street is just a river of the plans we used to make, a million little bubbles that are bound to hit and break. I'm shivering in a jacket that still carries your design, but the rain is slowly stripping every memory of mine. It's a rainy street goodbye, washing out the spark. Just a pair of taillights fading in the dark. I'm standing in the deluge till I'm so down to the bone, learning how to walk these shiny sidewalks all alone. Every drop is heavy, every breath is like a sigh. In the middle of this cold, rainy street goodbye. Let it pour, let it flood, let it wash it all away. I don't wanna see the sun on another lonely day. If the water takes the tracks, then I won't follow you. I'll just drown in the middle of this underwater blue. The rain is slowing down, but the street is still so wet. I'm walking home in circles to a place I haven't met. Just a goodbye in the rain. Just a goodbye. Found it hidden in the bottom of a cedar chest. The lock was rusted, but the ink had stood the test. A leather-bound confession from a girl I used to be. Back when every sentence started out with you and me. The first few pages are a riot of the brightest blue. Detailed list of all the things I loved about you. How you liked your coffee, how you looked when you were deep in sleep. Before we had a single secret that we had to keep. But the handwriting starts to shake around July. The forever start to look like one big jagged lie. The margins are filled with the questions I never could ask, and the ink begins to bleed beneath the heavy task. It's just a lost love diary, a paper-thin parade of every single promise that we went and let fade. I'm reading through the chapters where the light began to dim, watching as the hurt in here is losing hold of him. Every entry is a heartbeat, every comma is a tear. I'm trapped inside the story of a long-forgotten year. Just a lost love diary, and I'm the only one who's here. I wrote about the way you turned away, and now the silence in the kitchen felt so cold and gray. November 5th, I wondered if you'd already moved paper soak up all the rain. I'm closing up the cover, I'm putting down the pen. I won't be visiting this version of us again. Just a story with a broken spine, not yours anymore, and no longer mine. I'm sitting in row, seat number 7, the same velvet spot where we'd hide from the day. The screen is a window to a Hollywood heaven, while I'm watching our colors all fade into gray. The previews are starting, but I can't see the light. I'm feeling the ghost of your hand next to mine. The popcorn is cold and the soda's lost its bite, and I'm failing to find a single silver line. The theater's dark, but the silence is loud. I'm just a shadow in a ghost-filled crowd. I reach for the armrest, but the wood is just cold, missing the future that we used to hold. You already knew, predicting the ending before it began. Now I'm reading the subtext of losing you, and I'm doing the very best that I can. The hero is winning, he's saving the girl, but the projector is flickering, making me swirl. I'm surrounded by strangers who don't even know that I'm watching the wreckage of a one-woman show. I'm staring at an empty cinema seat, the saddest story that's ever been complete. The credits are rolling on everything we were, a beautiful picture that's turned to a blur. I'm sitting in the dark while the world passes by with a hollowed out heart and a cinematic light. Just me and the ghost of a love that was sweet, next to an empty cinema seat. I wanna stop the reel, I wanna cut the tape, I wanna find a door, an exit and escape. But the story is written, the script has been signed, and I'm the only character you left behind. The lights are coming up, but I don't wanna leave. I'll just sit here for a while in the space where I still believe. Just a seat, folded up and cold, a story
the paint is all peeling, staring at the driveway like it's a crystal ball. I've got a heavy sinking, maybe kind of feeling as the shadows of the evening begin to stretch and tall. I keep checking the mailbox for a letter from the past, for a version of us that was built to actually last. I'm wearing the dress that you said made me shine, trying to trick the clock into stepping back in line. The sun's going down in a bruise-colored sky, and I'm spinning a web of a beautiful lie, that if I just stay still and I don't move a hair, I'll turn around fast and I'll find you right there. But I'm just waiting for yesterday to come back around, listening for a heartbeat in a hollowed out ground. I'm chasing the sunset to get to the dawn of a Tuesday in April before you were gone. It's a fool's errand, darling, a ghost of a play, just a broken heart girl, waiting for yesterday. I haven't changed the sheets or the message on the phone. I'm curated a museum of being all alone. I keep the coffee warm and the porch light on bright, in case you find a loophole in the middle of the night. They say that tomorrow is a gift, so they say, but I trade 1,000 futures for just one more yesterday, back when your keys were still jangling in the lock, and we weren't just victims of the ticking of the clock. But I'm just waiting for yesterday to come back around, listening for a heartbeat in a hollowed out ground. I'm chasing the sunset to get to the dawn of a Tuesday in April before you were gone. It's a fool's errand, darling, a ghost of a play, just a broken heart girl, waiting for yesterday. The calendar's mocking me, page after page. I'm a bird in a beautiful time travel cage. Let me go back, let the needle just skip before the whole world started to slip. The stars are coming out, but they're light years away, just like the touch of my yesterday, still waiting on the porch with a dying, flickering torch. The sun has slipped behind the jagged city line, leaving a bruise of violet and a trace of wine. The party's over and the guests have all gone home, leaving me standing in the center of the chrome. The laughter's still ringing like a bell in my ears, but it's filtered through a salt wash of 1,000 tears. I'm looking at the empty glass upon the sill, while the world around me finally goes still. The neon's humming a low, lonely tune under the gaze of a hollowed out moon. The fire is embers, the smoke is a ghost, and I'm missing the person I needed the most. It's just a silent afterglow love, the kind that you can't catch a shadow of. The colors are beautiful, but they're starting to die, like a beautiful gold-plated cinematic lie. I'm bathing in the warmth of a sun that's already set, living in the space of a heart that can't forget. Yeah, I'm shivering in the gold, reaching for the above, in a silent afterglow love. Silent afterglow love. I can still see the dent where you sat on the rug. I can still feel the ghost of a desperate hug. But the room is expanding, getting wider and deep, as the secrets of us begin to fall fast asleep. I try to hold on to the orange and the red before the gray forever starts to settle in my head. It's a peaceful kind of torture, a beautiful sting to be left with the echo of every single thing. It's just a silent afterglow love, the kind that you can't catch a shadow of. The colors are beautiful, but they're starting to die, like a beautiful gold-plated cinematic lie. I'm bathing in the warmth of a sun that's already set, living in the space of a heart that can't forget. Yeah, I'm shivering in the gold, reaching for the above, in a silent afterglow. Wait for the dark, it's easier to hide. Wait for the dark when the light is finally died, because the glow is a reminder of how bright we used to be, before the night came down and swallowed you and me. The light is gone now, the purple's turned to black. I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm not looking back, just the afterglow fading out and into the sirens, into the doubt. The light is gone now. The light is gone now. I'm standing on the corner of 5th and Lane, tracing the sidewalk for a sign of the rain that washed out the chalk line hearts we drew, before the sky turned a different shade of blue. I checked the backseat of my rusted out car, looking for the map to wherever you are, but the glove box is empty and the compass is stuck, and I'm running out of road and I'm running out of luck. It didn't leave a note on the kitchen side, it didn't leave a trail where the secrets hide. It just packed up its bags in the middle of the night and slipped through the cracks of the morning light. And I'm just wondering where love went after the fire and the money's all spent. Did it evaporate like mist on the glass, or did it just watch all the seasons pass? I'm looking in the shadows and the hollows of the tent, searching for the place where I love. When I'm following a ghost that's already been sent to the valley of where love went. I asked the neighbor if he saw you leave, he just shook his head and tugged at his sleeve. I asked the mirror but it didn't say a word, just showed me a girl who's a little blurred. Maybe it's hiding in the back of the drawer with the ticket stubs on the shelves from the shore. Maybe it's a vapor, maybe it's a stone. Either way I'm sitting here double alone, and I'm just wondering where love went after the fire and the money is all spent. Did it evaporate like mist on the glass, or did it just watch all the seasons pass? I'm looking in the wind is as high, the moon is a question. Up in the sky, where did it go? Where did it go? The clock on the dashboard is frozen at 3, and the windshield is wearing a veil of debris. I'm driving in circles through the downtown core, past the bars where we don't drink together no more. The pink and the blue are a blur on the hood. I'd stop if I could, yeah, I'd stop if I could. But the motion is the only thing keeping me sane, while the radio's humming a static refrain. The city's a circuit, a glowing machine, and I'm just a ghost in the wires between. I'm looking for your face in the glass of the shops, but the light never bends and the wheels never stop. It's just lonely, lonely neon nights, bleeding out the stars with the electric lights. I'm chasing the glow of a high voltage light underneath the synthetic violet sky. Every flicker is a heartbeat I'm trying to find in the humming of the cables we left behind. Yeah, I'm shivering in the buzz and the heights of these lonely, lonely neon nights. The diner is empty, the waitress is bored, and the jukebox is playing a dissonant chord. I'm sitting in the booth where we carved out a life. Now the silence is sharp as a switchblade knife. I see the reflection of a girl I don't know, washed in the green of a vacancy show. The city is beautiful, cold and unkind, a technicolor graveyard for a restless mind. It's just lonely, lonely neon nights, bleeding out the stars with the electric lights. I'm chasing the glow of a high voltage light underneath the synthetic violet sky. Every flicker is a heartbeat I'm trying to find in the humming of the cables we left behind. Yeah, I'm shivering in the buzz and the heights of these lonely, lonely neon nights. Unplug the sun, let the darkness come down. I'm sick of the pulse of this glowing town. Turn off the gas, turn off the heat, I'm drowning in the hum of the electric street. The light is flickering, red and white. I'm losing my way in the edge of the night. Just the neon burning my eyes. Just the neon and the beautiful.
clothes are burned down, the pool's on the stone, and the house has a way of feeling double alone. You're standing so close, I can feel your regret, like a secret we haven't quite whispered just yet. I'm looking at the buttons on your heavy wool coat, tracing the words that are stuck in my throat. The moon is a sliver, silver and bone, watching the seeds of a parting being sown. Don't raise your voice, don't break the spell. There's no need for shouting, a tolling of a bell. Just let the silence be a velvet-lined room before we step out into the gathering gloom. Give me a soft, soft goodbye whisper, like the rustle of leaves when the autumn is crisper. Something for the hollow, something for the shelf, a little piece of mercy for my breaking self. Don't make it a scream, don't make it a roar, just a breath of the earth that won't live here no more. I'm leaning in close, let the world get crisper, in a soft, soft goodbye whisper. Your lips are a feather against my cheek, saying the things that we're both too weak to speak. I can hear the I'm sorry, I can hear the I tried, falling like snow on the feelings that died. The clock in the hallway is holding its breath, witnessing a quiet and beautiful death. No slamming of doors, no tires on the drive, just the sound of a love that's no longer alive. Give me a soft, soft goodbye whisper, like the rustle of leaves when the autumn is crisper. Something for the hollow, something for the shelf, a little piece of mercy for my breaking self. Don't make it a scream, don't make it a roar, just a breath of the earth that won't live here no more. I'm leaning in close, let the world get crisper, in a soft, soft goodbye whisper. I'll carry the sound in the curve of my ear, I'll carry the sound so you're always right here. Even when the echo starts to thin and to fade, I'll remember the ghost of the promise we made. The door is ajar, the light is a blur, I'm forgetting the person we were. Just a breath on the edge of the night, then you're gone into the wild. I'm standing on the sidewalk of the street where I grew up, but the windows are all boarded and the garden's drying up. I try to find a key underneath the heavy stone, but the lock has been changed and I'm standing here alone. I drove to the apartment where we painted all the walls, but there's a different name echoing through the halls. I'm looking for a sanctuary, a place to lay my head, but the maps are all outdated and the compass is dead. I've got a suitcase full of maybe and a jacket full of rain. I'm a passenger on a phantom lit night train, looking for a porch light, looking for a door, but I don't belong to anyone anymore. And I'm just a heart before
without a home tonight, drifting through the shadows of a neon light. You were my shelter, you were my roof. Now I'm just a question without any proof. I'm wandering the hallways of a love that's gone cold, missing the only hand I ever wanted to hold. Yeah, I'm shivering the open out of sight, just a heart without a home tonight. I went to the diner where we'd sit until the dawn, but the neon sign is flickering and the vinyl's all torn. The waitress doesn't know me, the coffee tastes like rust, and every dream I planted is turned into the dust. I'm a stranger in the city, I'm a ghost in my own skin, trying to find a window that'll let a little light in. But the welcome mat is dirty and the closed sign is up, and I'm drinking the dregs from a broken-hearted cup. And just a heart without a home tonight, drifting through the shadows of a neon light. You were my shelter, you were my roof. Now I'm just a question without any proof. I'm wandering the hallways of a love that's gone cold, missing the only hand I ever wanted to hold. Yeah, I'm shivering the open out of sight, just a heart without a home tonight. A tenant of the love that you gave, walking in circles in the middle of the street, looking for a place to rest my heavy feet. No roof, no door, just a heart and nothing more. The house is breathing, but I'm holding mine, leaning my head against a cold window pane, watching the headlights in a jagged line, cutting through the dark in the steady rain. I wanna scream till the drywall cracks, I wanna break every plate on the floor, but the weight of the us that we can't take back is a shadow that's guarding the bedroom door. So I'm keeping the TV on low, just for the hum, counting the minutes till the morning has come. My throat is a desert, my chest is a cage, and I'm stuck on the ink of a tear-soaked page. And I'm just crying tears in the silence tonight, watching the world go black and white. No one can hear the way that I'm breaking in the middle of the breath that I'm slowly taking. It's a quiet kind of riot, a muffled outcry underneath the weight of a heavy dark sky. Just the salt on my cheeks and the violence of these tears in the silence. I found your toothbrush by the porcelain sink. It's the little things that push me over the brink. I didn't move it, I just let it stay, like a monument to the things you couldn't say. I'm walking on tiptoe, afraid I'll wake up the ghost of the coffee in your favorite cup. It's a peaceful kind of torture, a beautiful sting to be left with the echo of every single thing. And I'm just crying tears in the silence tonight, watching the world go black and white.
copper tastes sweet, trying to keep my heart from hitting the street. Don't make a sound, don't let it out, just drown in the middle of all this sound. Tears in the silence fade into gray before the sun steals the sorrow away.
The shadows are stretching across the kitchen floor, reaching for the handle of the heavy wooden door. I'm watching the gold turn into a bruised and dusty red, thinking about the thousand things we never should have said. The porch swing is swaying in a breeze I can't feel, like a ghost in a movie that's no longer real. I'm holding my breath while the horizon starts to bleed, losing the only light I ever thought I'd need. The birds are going quiet in the hollow of the trees, and I'm falling to my tired and my heavy shaking knees. The day is giving up, it's throwing in the towel, and the wind is starting up with a low and lonely howl. And I'm just watching the fading evening light, giving up the battle to the coming of the night. You were my summer, you were my high noon sun. Now I'm just the wreckage of a love that's been undone. It's a beautiful departure, slow and ever burn, a lesson in a language that I never wanted to learn. Yeah, I'm shivering evening light. I remember how the morning used to taste like honeydew, back when every sunrise meant another day with you. But the clock is a thief and the seasons are a cage, and we're just the ink on a yellowed out page. I see your silhouette in the glow of the street, but it's just a trick of the eyes and the heat. The street lights are humming a dissonant chord while I'm looking for a feeling I can no longer afford. And I'm just watching the fading evening light, giving up the battle to the coming of the night. You were my summer, you were my high noon sun. Now I'm just the wreckage of a love that's been undone. It's a beautiful departure, a slow and amber burn, a lesson in a language that I never wanted to learn. Yeah, I'm shivering in the orange, losing my sight in the fading evening light. Don't let the dark come, don't let the stars show. I'm not ready for the place where the memories go. Keep the sky purple, keep the sky gold. Give me one more minute of the hand I used to hold. The sun is a cigar, the purple's turn to gray. I'm standing in the doorway, watching you fade away. Fading evening light. Fading out of my
voice has developed a terrifying hum, a mechanical chorus of all that's become, of the hallways we filled with our shouting and grace. Now it's just static and empty room space. I'm staring at the phone like it's a loaded gun, waiting for a vibration that never will come. I try to remember the way you say, but the edges are fraying and turning to gray. My name sounds like a foreign word, like a melody that I've only partially heard. I'm talking to the walls just to feel the vibration, but I'm losing the signal, I'm losing the station. And it's so quiet, I'm deafened by the choice of living in a world without your voice. It was my anchor, it was my North Star. Now I don't even know where the boundaries are. I'm drowning in the silence, I'm losing the choice, in the hollowed out echo of being without your voice. I went to the park where the children all play, just to hear something human in the middle of the day. But their laughter is a frequency I can't quite reach, like a lesson in a language I forgot how to teach. I remember the gravel in your low morning tone, and the way that you whisper when we were alone. Now the air is a vacuum, a thin oxygenless height, and I'm gasping for the sound of you in the night. And it's so quiet, I'm deafened by the choice of living in a world without your voice. It was my anchor, it was my North Star. Now I don't even know where the boundaries are. I'm drowning in the silence, I'm losing the choice, in the hollowed out echo of being without yours. Say anything, just a hello or a bye, just to get out of here, or a beautiful lie. I'm forgetting the music, I'm forgetting the beat. I'm a bird in the sky that's incomplete. I'm humming your favorite tune to keep the dark away, but I can't hit the low notes in the same broken way.